Hi everyone, Farrell McKenna here. Today I'm going to give an overview of the Customization Samples Template. This is the first template in a series of templates that the Quickr Seal team are putting together to help Quickr designers to add functionality to Quickr. It is designed as a place to start out in Quickr design. This template has been published on the OpenNTF website as open source and is free to download and use as accorded by the Apache 2.0 license. It has also been placed on the IBM Greenhouse site so that it can be seen working on a live Quickr Domino server. The URLs for both sites are available at the end of this video. The first section we're going to look at is Simple Forms. The Simple Forms folder covers the basic essentials of Simple Forms. We go into what the basics are, and we cover workflows and versioning. In the Basic Forms folder, we have a brief description of what a simple form is. And then in the More Details Basic Form page, we get into more depth on how to create a simple form, and a folder to hold pages created with this newly created simple form. We then cover each of the different types of workflow that can be used in a simple form. We have Standard, Simple Submit, Editor-in-Chief, Approval Cycle, and multiple editors. Today we will look at the Approval Cycle workflow. Here we have the Read First page, which gives an overview of the workflow. A new page is created. It is then submitted for approval to Approver 1. This approver can reject the page or can approve it. If approved, it is then passed on to Approver 2. Likewise, this approver can reject it or approve it. Once approved here, it is then published to the place. We have some more details here on the workflow, and then in the More Details page, we describe how a designer can implement this type of workflow. Finally, in this section, we cover versioning. The Read First page, we show how document versioning allows you to keep track of each version of a posting that you have saved. And then in more details, we describe how to implement this. In the Microsoft Office folder, we have the same structure that is found with all the samples. We have a Read First page, which briefly describes what a Microsoft Office form is, and then we have a More Details page, which describes how to create the Microsoft Office form. We then give examples of the different types of Microsoft Office forms. We have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. We will look at the Word folder. We have an example here of a Word form, and this is what it looks like when checked out. To fill out the form, double click on the form here, edit it inline. When saved and checked in, it will save into the Quickr page, as can be seen here. Additionally, we have a Word file here, which was used to create the form for designers to use as an example. In the HTML Forms folder, we have a page covering how to create a HTML form. In the folders, we cover adding inline photos and videos to a page, feed pages, an audio page, and a webcam capturing a page. The first example we will look at is the folder. Again, each folder has a Read First page, a More Details page, which has a code for the HTML form, a page which has the HTML file, and finally an example of a published form. I'll open the published form. Here you can see a photo displayed instead of shown as an attached file. Next we will look at a video in a page. The video folder contains the same structure as before. An example of a video in a published page is as follows. The video can be played by placing the mouse arrow over the center of the page, clicking on it.
Hi, my name is Alexis Robinson.
In the feed folder, we have the choice of an RSS feed or an Atom feed. Again, we have examples of what these feed pages look like. Here is an RSS feed, which is downloaded from the CNN website when the page is opened. The other type of feed which we can use is the Atom type, which has richer content, as can be seen here. In the audio player folder, you have a sample of a page which has 2 audio tracks. Here we can see the 2 tracks on the page. There's very basic controls with the players: play, stop and pause.
This one MP3 file. This 2 MP3 file.
With this webcam capture form, we can trigger the capture of a photo from an attached webcam. Please note this form will only work if there is a webcam attached. When the form is open, it will initiate the webcam. Clicking on the first button takes the snapshot, and clicking on the second button allows you to save the photo to your local hard drive. So this is the end of HTML forms. Next up is placespots. With placespots, there are 2 types of placespots. The first placespot that we will look into is the scheduled placespot. Again, we have a read first page which describes what the placespot does, a more detailed page with the code that's used in the placespot, and a page which has the file used to create the placespot. This placespot searches for inactive contacts in the place and then sends a report via an email to the manager of the place. The placespot is currently disabled, but you can see here what the email received by the manager looks like. All code needed to reproduce this placespot can be found in this folder. Next is the on-submission placespot. The example which we have shown in this template works off when the new company account form is created, populated, and then checked in. The result is a new folder is created, and the checked in page is moved into this folder. This placespot will be beneficial to someone creating new accounts in a place and looking to create an area to hold data related to that account. Steps to create this placespot are all detailed in this folder. Next up, we have the extended JavaScript file quickr81_ext.js. In the template, we've used the extended JavaScript file to create a tagging box. The tagging box here on the left hand side is generated by the extended JavaScript file. 3 pages here are pages created with tagging included. If we look inside this page, we can see the tagging here. If we click on the Apple tag, we can see 3 of the pages have the tag Apple in it. If we click on the walking tag, we can see only 1 of the documents has the tag walking in it. By clicking here, we can open this document. Again, all the code and steps needed to add a tagging box can be found in the extended JavaScript folder. The final section we have is themes. We've not gone into much details on themes in this template, as has been covered in depth elsewhere in the Red Books, but we do have 2 examples. The first example is a simple modification to a theme with changes of colors and logos. With the second example, we have moved the table of contents to the right hand side, as well as some other changes. All steps to create these themes are documented in the themes folder. So that's the Customization Samples template. And here is the URLs that I mentioned earlier. And thank you for your time and attention today.